For 2 seconds, get them to see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a good idea, actually. Not what you don't have to do the pictures separately. This is the pictures, you know? And that way, by you doing this, slowly getting everything, and getting a panorama of the showroom, I don't have to be so worried about you focusing on stuff when I'm talking, because I already see it. Okay? If you get good video footage of all the stuff, then if I'm talking, waving my hands on the thing, though, it doesn't matter, because I've already seen the ring, you know? They already know what it looks like. Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Brown, New York City, 45 years old, and I'm a jewelry designer. I have a line all based on the wisdom of Kabbalah. This is my dog Ricky. He's actually wearing a piece from my collection, which has to do with dissolving negativity. So it doesn't spell a word, it's written in Aramaic, it's a secret spiritual message. And I'd like to show you some of my pieces. This is spiritual physical healing. It's made in copper, which is central column energy. It's on an antique chain. Here's another vintage chain. These letters have to do with happiness. And it's all from a meditation in Kabbalah called the 72 Names of God. This is my signature piece, my bronze cup. This is the seed piece of my collection. My most important piece has to do with the energy of mind over matter. And I'd like to show you how I make my pieces. So if you come over here to my workstation, you can see how this is the original model for my 72 Names of God cuff. It's totally hand engraved, and from this original model, it's actually casted into the silicone mold. And each piece is actually, that's Ricky barking in the background, each piece is handmade, hand casted. And then I take a hammer, and then I basically hammer it into shape. So whether it's a circle or an oval, it's hammered. All of these molds you see on the table, they're all my rings, and they're also some bracelets. They're all handmade. Everything's a very ecological dig from Egypt or Israel. And I really want to show off my designs. These are some of my new necklaces I made, all copper, prosperity, creating miracles, protection, evil eye, all very cool vintage chains. And over here, I have my Kabbalah meets Chanel collection. That's what I call it. So Chanel inspired with Kabbalistic messages. And actually, these necklaces here are very important. They're actually some original samples from 4 years ago. They're all sterling silver that have been lightly plated in 18 karat or 24 karat. And there's a special technique called diamond engraving, where all the Hebrew letters are actually engraved to look, even though they're not diamonds. It's with the silver coming through. And we have protection, soulmate energy, unconditional love, conquering addictions. So that's that. This is actually a very cool runway piece. This malachite ring, which is prosperity. It's a very hot piece. And let me take you over to this table, which I have my new dog tags that I actually made up this summer. This is the 42-letter name of God on onyx bead. Stop it now. Yeah, all the black leather ones. is jewelry all based on spiritual messages. And I want to show you some of my pieces. This is actually called 72 Names of God. It's leather. And this was actually designed for Donna Karen for her past birthday. And all of these bracelets that you see here have special secret messages, protection, evil eye. That's also protection. All of these charms are hand casted. This is my new ring, cast in bronze. If you can see the letters engraved, it's unconditional love. All the spiritual messages on my jewelry, they do not spell words. They're secret spiritual messages, and the language is actually Aramaic, which is ancient Hebrew. Over here, that's actually, I took that photo of Rachel in the matriarch's tomb. That is from the actual place where they wrap the red string around the tomb to absorb her energy. So it's protection against evil eye. So anyway, I think it's a great topic. The jewelry is like totally like fashion forward. It's fun. It's hip. It's where we're going. It's futuristic, and I think it's going to be great for everybody. This piece right here is actually my most important piece in my collection. It's bronze, it's hand casted, and according to Kabbalah, Moses actually parted the Red Sea with this combination of letters. So you can also part your personal Red Sea in your life using the same meditations. You can tap into that same energy, and everybody has a personal Red Sea that they're trying to part.
And let me ask you a question.
This is my friend Karen,
Hello,
who's videoing me.
What made you want to become a jewelry designer?
Well, I feel like I've been an artist my whole life. I feel like I was born an artist, born a creator, and I've always designed things. And I started studying Kabbalah 10 years ago, or it's like 11 years right now, and I started getting visions for these designs, and I felt like I had to do it. It was like it became like an obsessive, compulsive kind of a thing. I felt like I almost couldn't live with myself. Not to sound overly dramatic, but I felt like I had to do this collection. I had to make this jewelry. It was something that was really strong and driving, a very strong force. So I came out with my collection. It's 4 years old now. It's been like very popular. It's going great. I'm extremely excited about it, and I'm extremely excited about my future. So I feel like this is just the beginning.
And what type of tools do you use for your collection?
The different tools that I use are, well, you can see this hammer over here. Very rough tool, but I use this. I use this for my signature piece, my bronze cup. And this is actually the original model for my bronze cup. It's cast in the silicone mold, and I actually take this hammer and I actually form it into a cup. A lot of times at 3 a.m., unfortunately. I don't know why it's that time, but it's just sort of when I either get the time or have the inclination, inspiration, and the neighbors downstairs get a little upset, but it is what it is, as they say. So here's my hammer. I have my razor blade that I use right here to cut all of my leather pieces, my leather cuffs. You can see my leather here on the floor. Here's my hole puncher. I'm cutting my holes in my leather, my tape measure. This is what I use to give all of my pieces a matte finish. And if you look over here, you see all of my chemicals that oxidize all my pieces to make them look old and antique. These pliers, these cutters, all these files, these are all my jeweler's instruments that I use on almost everything. These are my main pieces right here. And I want you to meet my dog, Ricky. Where's Ricky? There he is. Ricky, can you smile for all the people at Project Accessory? There you go. There he is. That's Ricky, and Ricky is wearing, if you can get him to stand still. He's from my line for dogs. Ricky, go sit. Ricky, sit still for a second. Come here. It says dissolving negativity on it. There's 3 letters that cut tough, dissolving negativity. Dissolving negative influences around us, and he wears it really well. As you can see, he's prancing around. There he goes, sneezing. That's how he says hi. See those teeth? Those beautiful teeth? That's my pumpkin. And let me show you something else from Ricky's jewelry line. This is a leather piece that goes around his head. Ricky, can we put this on you so you can see what it looks like? It's beautiful. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, sweetheart. Let's put it on. This is Ricky's leather choker from a meditation called the Anima Co-op. Can you focus in on this piece? I want them to see. This has to do with prosperity, Aramaic combinations. And I just take this leather piece and I tuck it in. And here's Ricky's leather collar for summer. Prosperity, and it also has to do with, that's what it has to do with. So he's wearing that, and he's coming out with some other right now because it's a secret. So you'll be seeing them soon, and hopefully on Project Accessory. So we hope to be on Project Accessory because we are fun and we're going to entertain you. We've got extremely cool stuff. And Kabbalah is like a big topic, as we all know. Kabbalah, Madonna, red string. The red strings. Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel Brown, jewelry designer, New York City, 45 years old, and I design Kabbalah jewelry. All of my pieces have engraved spiritual messages, such as protection against evil eye, happiness, healing, soulmate, creating miracles. So let me show you some of my stuff, okay? This is actually a piece that I recently designed for Donna Karen for her best birthday. It's called The 72 Names of God, and it has to do with the energy of mind over matter. All of the Hebrew letters on all of my jewelry, they do not spell words. They're secret codes with spiritual messages.